For a last time, good evening everyone, welcome back to the 8th round of the 10th season of Assetto Corsa Competizione here at 2S. And it is the season finale with a championship that has kind of been decided through attendance in this one. It is the last round. We're here at Spa. We've got 18 drivers. We've got myself.
Emo, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh no. Well, I didn't know you were here, so
Oh.
Hello, Sam.
Hello.
Okay, way to do the introduction. We've got two commentators apparently. I think you cut in exactly the second I said we have one commentator, so that's great.
Well.
No, okay. I didn't hear you join. Okay, well, we've got two commentators. We've got myself and Sam, of course. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we're gonna have a shortened race because people decided they wanted to drive real late. So, you know, we've got that. And the half points that come with that also mean that we have got a new champion, which is a very unceremonious way to announce it. But I think we can say Du bist Weltmeister to Dominik Bauer-Stachelhaus now. That's a thing. I'm sure he'll be very ecstatic about the way that happened.
He sounded very excited earlier.
I'm sure he did.
I'd say.
I am sure he did. But there's still a race to do, and for now, well, with 5 minutes to go in this qualifying session, he is also on top of the timing boards with a 2:17.2, which in my head sounds pretty strong, but I don't know times, so you know.
Yeah, for Spa, especially at this track temperature, that is actually quite impressive to get into the low 17s. I think the only people that could be that are probably George. I'm not sure about anyone else. Maybe Nico, but he's 1.3 seconds off. Yeah, I don't know what's happened with Nico. He's sort of trailed off a lot in the last few races, but
yeah. I mean I don't know. I don't really know if that is actually how he works, but maybe he gave it his all in some races and it didn't work, and then in some he couldn't give it his all and he just got a huge championship gap, and then I think after Barcelona he just had lost the flame, so to speak. It felt like it, because that one was while kind of self-inflicted, it was also a little bit unfortunate with the double warning on the last corner there. Very, very unnecessary, and I'm sure he would have lifted if he had known, and that cut him down by like, what, 15 points or something around that? So
yeah, something like that.
And then coming into this race, I mean, now it is decided because of the half points, but even without the half points, you would have had it would have been tough to gain, 28 points on Dom at this track, especially now that we know that Dom is pretty fast here. He's with that 17.2. I remember when I still used to drive, the alien times were like 16s, and since then there's been a patch that made the cars a second and a half slow or something, so I don't know.
It's probably less than that, but yeah, I think alien times around here are still in the 15s.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, well, qualifying
Jesus.
low temperature, if you get what I mean. But yeah.
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 Okay. Well, I'd love to see that. Likely not gonna see it tonight, but maybe we'll see someone faster than Dom. But he's gonna make it tough for everyone because this is a 16 waiting to happen. He comes across the line. No, it isn't. Oh, well, I called it too early there. Bit of a jinx. 17.017. So a really good 6/10 clear. He's got a 10
Still got 2 laps. Still got 2 laps to go because he crossed the line. It's way over 2 and a bit minutes to go. So
yeah, and we've got Valak again. That is the guy who caused some controversy. You can see one of us is diplomatic and the other one says it how it is. No, he caused some funny scenes. With one person in this commentary booth at Tosa in Imola.
I wonder who that could have been.
Yeah, well, it wasn't me. And also with said person's teammate. So I'm gonna be interested to see how he does. Pace was never the problem. We've also only seen him one race, so maybe a bit of a low sample size to judge him. It could be exciting to see what he does. He is very close to George right now, and if he goes through with this lap, he could also be really, really close to Dom. And that would be huge for that Porsche, because that one does not like overtaking. And I'm sure, you know, the Camel Straight could be fun, he seems. Pulls out the slipstream, just gets left in the dust. I would imagine that could happen. And to prevent it, he might need to qualify on pole. And I think he might at least get the provisional one. And then another attempt at it. Goes across. And that is a 16.87 from him. So really, really good stuff. Maybe some time left for Dom, though. I think he had. I think he was up 2 more tenths at some point during that lap. He said could maybe extract a little bit of gains. And now Valek is also headed to the pit lane, so the 16.8 is what it's gonna stay at.
One person I do want to shout out right now is Mihai Belasco in P4 for silver class.
Yep.
He is still 9 tenths off pole position, but he's gone 5th now. But a silver being, you know, in the top 5 is quite impressive.
Yeah, it's and the thing with him is also, you know, we had that little bit of a controversy discussion, I would say, in ACC chat about how silver class should be balanced and stuff. But in the end, we can only take performance at the start of the season, and I think from past seasons it's just fair to put him in silver class, and he's just improved massively, and maybe some consistency is still lacking, maybe he's committed a murder or two too many, maybe he even killed someone in this commentary booth, but
theme going here.
You had a fun
season really hasn't been the best.
So why didn't you make it 3 titles this season? Why? Tell me. Huh? Did something happen? Did a few things happen?
Many things happen, Timo.
Okay.
Let's not delve into them, but yeah.
Okay. I think we're gonna delve into them the more drivers we talk about, but it's fine. We're getting the full picture here. We've got, well, he's improved massively on pace this season, and will probably, well, not win the title in silver class. I think Ben Loos has done that, but he will likely be pretty fast. Ben is only 3 tenths off of him, though, in 9th overall, and Marius has put it in 11th. Let's see who's still on a lap. So Dom's not really improving as of now, but he's just approaching Pujon. There's still a long way to go, especially at Spa. A pretty long track. Bailey's up 2 tenths. He might gain the position on George, who finishes the session on a 17.5. But I don't think it is going to be enough to bridge that massive gap between Bauer Stachelhaus and Brabner. So that is likely not going to happen. Who else? So we've got...
I think the last person on a lap is Jack Mills as well, so I'm just keeping an eye on him because he doesn't currently have a time. Not sure why that is, but...
I'm very sure why that is.
Mistakes and crashes.
Because the broadcasting client shows he has a delta, which to me says he has had laps before, but for some reason they are not on the timing timer. Don't know. It could be anything, really.
Then, I would guess.
Yeah, I think so. And Antoine is also on a lap. I mean, this is the home Grand Prix of the team, isn't it? I think they've spent too much time here for sure. Now Dom comes across and he's not able to improve on that lap, so it is looking like a valid pole, unless Belasco's not gonna do it. He's down 2 tenths. I think
invalidated.
Yeah, the gaps are just too huge. Now the only one who can save us is Jack Mills. Well, also Vito and Antoine, but mainly Jack. I don't see anything going wrong with this lap. Almost.
Definitely not. For God's sake, Timo!
Oh my god! I was just gonna say he even almost hit the apex there.
At least he isn't last. Oh my god.
Well, he outqualified Dragon, okay? So, there's that. Got that.
Vito across the line, does he improve? He does. By 1 position.
Okay, so I take it the other laps were invalidated then. Oh no, Antoine had already passed. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's our starting grid. As we are going to have a look at the grid, and as we all know, racing starts at Spa and 2S with an 18-car grid.
Shut your mouth. No.
Always go really, really well. Almost a trip down memory lane, anyways. We're talking about all the things you don't want to talk about tonight. So, We've got Valak. Oh my god, okay. Well, someone changed their setup and my camera got dislocated by 4 meters vertically. That's great. Okay, we've got Valak in the Porsche. Watch him go down Camel Straight, 20 kph slower than everyone else. That's an exaggeration, I hope. Then we've got our champion, very excited about the way he won that one. In P2, Dominic Illingner. Then Bailey Thompson, P3. Can he finally win a race? No. I will personally report him and hand him the penalty if he does. George Brabner in P4, trying to show that he can be more than a commentator. Let's see if he can do it. Ahead of Nico Veldman, sporting that number 1 for the last time for at least a little while. Then Mihai Vilascu. Definitely our most improved silver driver is 6th. Then it is Jakovsky ahead of Azalin, who, I don't know, has kind of disappeared second half of the season. He looked really strong at the start. Ben Loos is 9th. And I think he is silver champion. I should look at the numbers before I talk, but I don't have them.
Yeah, I think he is definitely silver champion.
I don't have them in my head. Then Czerwinski in P10. Can he finally survive a race? No. Müller is in 11th ahead of Marius. Then it is Antoine. Chris Stricker has decided he'd like to be outqualified by silver drivers again, and he is ahead of Rainoa. Then Jack Mills, who almost set a valid lap time. Then Andrew Moulton and Jurien Messer. Who could have seen that one coming?
Not me.
Yeah. Just like no one could see the jokes about Spa-Francorchamps or Rouge rather coming.
No.
Did we have
not?
Hasn't that happened like multiple times now? I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, season 1 happened, but I swear there was another one in Eau Rouge, and we also had a big one up Radeon once. So this
It was when I can't remember what season it was, but it was when Mirosh spun himself somehow on the top, and everyone blamed me during the race, even though I didn't touch him. But
that sounds
I really can't remember what season that was.
I
Was
have
it season 2? I don't know. Yeah. Fade.
Was it?
No one remembers.
No, I think I would remember season 2. I still actively kept up with things then. Oh god. Well, I didn't keep up with anyone on the track, but that's another story.
That's a different story. Yeah.
Oh well. How the mighty have fallen. And by mighty I mean people who drove the Aston Martin before anyone else learned how to drive the cars. Oh well. Predictions: how many people make it into Les Combes without major funny business? We've got 18 coming in. How many will make it?
I'm gonna go with 18.
What's wrong with you? Oh god. Okay, you have too much trust.
I do. I just think bus stop will be more interesting.
Okay.
On lap 1 anyway.
Yeah.
2 cars are gonna die there. It's just
that is pretty accurate. How many of those 2 cars will be Jack Mills?
precisely 1.
Okay. Okay. We're going with that. Okay. Well, I am going with a. That's tough. Okay. I am saying that Valak and Dom crash on the Camel Straight for no particular reason. I just think it will happen. So those 2 are dead, and then 2 more get collected. So I'm at 14. I say 14 make it through Lake Home. Or to Lake Home.
Well, we'll see then, I guess.
Okay, well. And so you say Mills crashes at bus stop. What do I say about Mills?
I'm gonna say Mills and Vito somehow crash at bus stop.
I mean, one of them will have one hell of a start if that happens. It can go either way. Oh well. Either the certified Valtteri Bottas start from Vito or the Lance Stroll start from... why is Visser ahead of Moulton? That guy can't even qualify last. My god.
I don't know.
That's...
It's probably because of the timing line he was ahead or something, I've got no idea.
Probably.
Oh, wait, he just restarted his engine or something. I've no idea what just happened there. Anyway.
Okay. It's fine. Also, since I have no idea about this game, but I pretend like I do, is the Porsche actually as bad as I make it out to be on the straights? Because it felt like it in Imola, and it used to be a meme.
No, It is definitely still the worst car in the straight by probably 2K, I'd say. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Okay, so it can be fine. Like it's not gonna be a but here comes Dominic Bauer Stachelhaus into
It's because it can take like so much more speed in the corners. That's where it makes its lap time up in the acceleration and corners. So in theory, you accelerate out of the corner faster, so you don't lose as much time down the straight.
We got Will Buxton in the commentary booth. That's amazing.
Yes. I know, right? My own Will Buxton moment. I'm so proud.
Yeah. Pleasure to finally meet you. Okay. Well, so that means not all hope is lost for Jiri Valek, and well, it will be as they obviously crash on the Camel Straight, because I am always right about my predictions, except all the ones I am wrong about.
Which is everyone. Oh, and unless you jinx Mills,
yeah.
I think they're the only ones you get right.
No, I mean, I get some predictions right. I also usually just don't make any, so yeah. And the only predictions the way I do it is surely XYZ is not gonna happen, because then if it doesn't happen, I was correct, and if it does happen, then I can say, see, I jinxed it. It was on purpose. That's usually how I do it. Pretty smart of myself, if I may, praise myself.
Now a reminder, Timo, it doesn't start on this straight.
Come on! Okay. I mean, I think I've gotten that wrong in the past, but come on. I think I actually remember getting that wrong last time we were at Spa.
2 seasons ago or something? Yeah,
so, but I did have it in mind this time, because we talked about season 1 at Eau Rouge. Can you remind me what happened again?
Honestly, I can't remember. It was so long ago.
Yeah, I can't remember. I got a pretty big hit up the head, so it's all a blur. Just remember.
Blame George, honestly.
Yeah,
I still blame George for that.
Wait, how? What?
Do you not remember what happened?
Oh, his start was kind of shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The
entire reason I went around him. Anyway, we've got a race in a couple seconds. Let's move on.
That's fine. Okay, so we will have a very, very short sprint as we go green for the last time this season, with Dom on the inside of Valek into Eau Rouge. Are they gonna go double file? Valek insists on his track space. Dom gives him the space. Now behind them we've got George with a pretty good run. He puts himself alongside Thompson. I think Valek is gonna be clear, but maybe Dom with the slipstream is gonna be under threat into Le Comte. Now we've got Veldman going alongside George there into turn 4. And I think Veld is gonna be able to do that on the brakes. Vito puts himself alongside someone in the background. That is Diakovsky, and up front, wow, I hate to say it, you were right. Everyone's still alive.
I knew it. Half of my predictions right, just wait till dust off.
Well, and there weren't even any big position changes, I think. I think Velasco lost one, but that's about it. Also lost one. Vito and Mills, unfortunately, pretty far apart, so that's gonna need a miracle, but I'm...
Just you wait.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of under threat, but Los is slotting in behind Puhan there, but there's no strategy involved in this race. It's all flat-out racing. I imagine the aggression is going to be quite high now. Los gets it a little bit wrong there, and will anyone up front go for a move? I think Azalin is under threat from Belascu, the Romanian. Oh, the Romanian catches some gravel, so that is not a possibility now. Oh no! Well.
Oh no! What's happened? Oh
no! Mills, no! We're going for the replay on that one. Well, he didn't make it to bus stop, I am afraid. So what's that? Oh no, he just dies!
Is it just BMW things and dying on acceleration?
Yeah.
That happens.
Coping about your car, I see.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's what's insane about that car is on most tracks you need 8 TC.
Okay. Is that why Trigon Racing just disintegrated after round 6?
That's one of the reasons, but
the other one, and the other reason
the other
is
one's
now
the Audi,
going to. I was gonna say the other reason is now driving through Eau Rouge, leading the field, and going up the hill. Oh god. Oh well. But no one died in bus stop. I'm seriously impressed and also a little bit disappointed. Belasco is the one. Oh, you didn't specify lap, did you? Oh
no,
well.
Well, maybe I did. I can't remember.
I don't either. Let's say you didn't. Belasco is not able to make it stick there, so not good enough there. We've got two BMWs. Let's watch them die on traction. Ah, no, they're fine. Sounds like a you problem and a Mills problem. Into Bruxelles. Is that Bruxelles? Oh, he's alongside. I didn't see that coming at all. So I was chatting shit, but Jakowski insists on taking the apex there. Lewis, well, nice reaction from him, but it certainly did lose him time, and avoids the contact. So that is an active scrap if Lewis wants to win silver class, of course. Well, just the race, not the title. But if he wants to win that race in silver class, he needs to make sure that Belasco and the train with him does not check out too soon without him, and being under threat from Jakowski is not going to help that course at all.
Yeah, that's definitely the closest fight on track right now. Everyone's sort of split up since the start.
Miller is also trying to see if anything goes, but nope, it doesn't. Going a little bit wide now. I'm just gonna have an active and keen eye on the minimap as soon as we hit bus stop every single lap now, because of you. It's fine.
Oh, Vito, no! He just completely died out of Francorchamps. Oh no.
God, well, you can't die in bus stop.
I might not have been right about the lap and where they died, but I was right about the drivers.
Well, I mean, that is true, yeah, the only two you called were gonna die are dead. That is true. I want to remind you, on the grid walk I did also say, will Vito finally be able to survive a race? No. I did say that, I was correct.
I mean, he hasn't retired yet, so he could still technically survive it.
You just claimed he died for your own prediction, and now for mine he's still alive? Fuck off. Nah, I'm not taking any of this.
Never mind.
Well. Okay. Serious business here, as Veltman is somehow under threat from Azalin. Now he's gonna take the inside line, but I think enough momentum in the car for Veltman there. Belasco behind him, getting very excited. I think he's just no, he hasn't just lost that position. In fact, Lewis has gained a position on Martin Miller, so that is why. Oh no, they only gained the position on Vito. My bad. Right, Vito died. I remember. Oh wait. The top two are fighting and we didn't see it. The interval is fourth out.
Yeah, so sorry, I've been in the replay watching how Vito died and it's quite funny.
I did see it, it was pretty hilarious. So we've got two suicides by the people you called were gonna die. And also, wait, do we have the... Mills is ahead of Moulton. Let's go. It's Mills redemption time. Mills redemption time. I remember driving the most painful race of my life at Spa, and Mills somehow got a good position in that, I think. He was in voice or something. So I thought he could drive this track.
Yeah, I think his only, like, overall podium has come at this track. I can't remember what season it was. I think it was maybe season 4 or 5. I've got no idea.
Zilin is gonna have to go the long way up the hill as we head into the corner where someone will die tonight, but it is not on this lap. Or if it is, oh my god, he somehow sends it around the outside and gets the run on Belt completely now into turn 1. This is going to be spicy. That was a brilliant move from Mazalin, but I don't think it is enough because the wide line gives him enough acceleration to defend that for Nico. That's kind of a shame that didn't work because that was really well done. But Belt keeps it cool and gets away with it.
It's a shame the Aston Martin isn't very good at acceleration, otherwise he probably could have had that move.
And down the main straight. I guess Camel Straight kind of can be called main straight. Valik goes a defensive line. He knows that the Audi is absolutely rapid, and that defensive line was needed. Some sideways action from both of our leaders here, and I think, well, they're not even able to really check out. Bailey Thompson set the fastest lap of the race so far, and also Azelin's ahead of, he's ahead of Feldman. Missed that, I'm afraid. That was
I missed that as well.
Kind of annoying, but but it did happen. So the Audi in a little bit of trouble there, and followed by another Audi of Mia Belasco, who wants to get himself P6.
That's what we got going on. Nothing much at the moment. It's all sort of spread apart. Anyway, I was trying to say Bailey Thompson actually has the fastest lap right now, so he could be catching Dom and Valik for the overall P1.
Yeah, I'm not an expert, but the way they drove Les Combes half side by side certainly didn't help the pace. Help. Yeah, and I mean I think this is gonna continue. On this lap, it appears that Dom is faster than Valik, and if it stays that way, they will fight. The Audi will likely... Oh, he actually sends it into bus stop! That fight might end sooner than we think, but the agile Porsche on the outside line swaps to the inside and defends that position. I thought he was... I thought he was outdone by one simple send by Dom there, but nope. Valik doesn't go down that easily. It's been pretty well done from him so far. And now Bailey is right on the back there.
It. Yeah, he gained half a second just in that corner there. So I doubt he'll have a chance here, but Dom may go for another send at the end of Kemmel.
Yeah, at least Dom will be able to defend himself using the slipstream he gets from that Porsche, so he doesn't get attacked by the Mercedes himself. That is an advantage, and he is really close this time. I think this might be it. Dom is certainly gonna try to make it the move. Valik squeezes him to the outside there on the brakes. Dom has got the nose ahead, but nope. The Porsche just goes sideways in the corner. Massive confidence from him there, throwing it in. But nice job on holding the car, and Bailey is quite interested in that. He's a keen observer.
Yeah, now Dom has to be careful of sending it, because then he could lose the position to Bailey if he isn't too careful. I think for now, just keep the P2 and try and make a gap to Bailey again, to try again. Yeah, and see if Porsche makes an inevitable mistake, because Porsche.
The last time we have seen, he doesn't want to get passed by Bailey, because the last time we've seen him try to pass Bailey was, it took him 60 minutes and then they crashed, so...
to be fair, that wasn't actually Dom's fault.
It wasn't, yeah.
Bailey got a penalty for that, but yeah.
Yeah, and it was still heartbreak. I don't need to see that again. But, I mean, it kind of... I'm kind of glad at least it wasn't Dom who killed Bailey there, because, you know, losing the race and it's like 0% your fault. Actually, I mean, both hurts. Like, losing the race and it's your fault, and losing the race it's not your fault.
Watching Azelin currently on the back of Belasco, he has to lift for Blanchimont, which isn't the best. Oh. Does he go for a send? I think he does. Oh, no, he doesn't. Goes for a fake. Oh, but he still sends it up the inside. Bloody hell!
What is that? He made up his mind multiple times there, and then changed it again.
Say if gap car.
Velasco is in. Velasco is in 5th, which is really impressive, and I'm just scared watching these guys. I hope they're scared as well, because that would imply they might be aware of consequences if they crash. But now down the main straight, Azelin a little bit on the back foot. Maybe Veltman can get some positions back. It's always scary up Radion. Sometimes drivers have to lift because it's easy to get a warning there. And now we've got the 3 right in a line, and a late move to the inside from Azalin on Belasco, and he gets himself fully ahead. This time, no funny games past the apex. He just gets that one done. Textbook maneuver from Tommy Azalin. Gets himself to 5th, and now will have to try to check out and lose the other guys if he doesn't want to lose massive amounts of time. And Belasco...
Azalin's wide.
Yeah. Belasco's not interested in letting him get away, and he takes the inside line and into No Name. It is yielding time for Tommy Azalin, so gains a position and, loses it right away. Not what he will have hoped for.
Yeah, I have to say, Belasco I see going wide a fair few times, so he probably has to be quite careful on track limits. Even in a 30-minute race, they're actually quite easy to get here, especially at Eau Rouge and Radiant.
Yeah, one of the worst races I've ever driven was the Spa race I was talking about. I think it was season 3, I was in the Mercedes and I had 3 warnings for like 40 minutes. And at some point I just had lost all confidence. I broke in Eau Rouge so I wouldn't get an off-track in Radiant. it was so painful. I was 4 seconds off pace, but it was fine because everyone had died. And I think that was the race where Mills might have gotten a podium. But now into bus stop. Illig. Oh my god, what a massive send. He does somehow not go into the rear of that Porsche. But he's oh my god, that's the wrong way down. He's got other problems now. That is the kind of shit you do when you've already won the title. But, oh well.
Well, he's got 16 minutes to catch up. So, 7 laps to catch up.
Yeah, and then he has to pass Bailey. So, race is not long enough for that. I'm afraid. Not if Dom has to do it. And that is a move from Antoine Olivet, showing us that he is still alive. Kinda forget it with all the dancing he does instead of practicing.
FIA. Oh my word, Chris caught up so much there behind Antoine.
Is the Mangoloco gonna do something crazy here? I'm kind of afraid of this run to Les Combes. This is for P11, but make no mistake, they will fight this. Antoine...
Yeah.
Nope.
Seems the BMW is once again struggling on straight line speed. Not as much as the Porsche, but it's still struggling. Like, Marius was actually pulling away, even though Antoine was in his slipstream there.
Cool story.
Yep.
Salty.
Can you tell I'm not going to be driving the BMW next season?
I can, yes. Someone is not happy. I like it. Yeah, but I'm also biased, so it's fine.
Biased commentator? Never heard of that before.
It's fine. My team has already won.
Oh, Marius has a bad run. Antoine's alongside. What's this one? Piff Paff? I can never remember the name of it.
I think Lefania, but I don't know. And in the second part of that, Antoine actually gets the run and now has the nose ahead, but unfortunately also the outside line. Marius is not going to give this up easily, and Marius gets half spun. He catches his car though. Respect for that, but it is still annoying. Drops down to P13, and now has Chris Stricker in his sights. And Bailey is knocking on the door with Jiri Valek, who is looking to put himself on the winners list in that last race of the season. Did he race last week? I did not commentate that, of course.
Did he race last week?
Valek.
I think he did, yes. But then crashed after a few laps, if I remember right.
Oh. On his own?
I can't remember.
Okay.
But I think it was in the chicane, but yeah.
I mean, that sounds like something the Porsche would do at Watkins Glen, let's be honest. Bailey now. Bailey in the slipstream. Is he going to be able to maybe get himself a win this season? I think not, but maybe he can prove me wrong. Pulls to the outside, maybe... Oh, some door banging on the brakes there, and he's still alongside, and now Valek slides wide. That is the chance for Bailey, and now Bailey is in the lead. He might be able to run away with this now, because that was quite a nice move, and I think Valek will struggle to make an overtake in that car. Maybe he can prove me wrong, but I think Bailey's in a really good spot now, unless he messes it up himself. Dom is completely, well, he's dropped completely out of the picture for this, and I think George does not have the pace either. Hashtag Lewis
Dom
Zelch
is
was
definitely
right.
pushing. He's caught a second on George in the last lap.
Ay, ay, ay. That is massive.
Yeah, he did a 17.8 last lap.
Yeah,
George
18.6.
did an 18.6, yeah.
Oh, what is Valak doing? Valak just absolutely murders himself, but at least he doesn't murder Bailey. He was really late on the brakes, has to opt out of it, goes onto the runoff area. Now he is right there with George Bradner, who will want to take advantage of that with these, well, apparently not good straight line speed of the BMW.
Yeah, it really sort of depends on what wing he has. I wouldn't know. But yeah, I know. But Spa is usually quite a lower rear wing track, so it should sort of even out.
Oh, is George going for that?
No. God, the Bosch has such good brakes as well. That's insane how fast he slowed down.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
Have you got any other fighting?
Oh yeah, we do actually. That is Asselin and Veldman towards turn 1. But Asselin has the inside line, but that is kind of blocked by Belasco and might enable the switchback for Veld. Unfortunately, the corner coming up is Aru, so has to get that one done before that or do some absolutely insane shit, but yeah, he's fine. He gets that one. And the late braking from Asselin loses in the position now. Oh, Veld has got it completely wrong there through Radion and had to lift, I'm pretty sure, Asselin to the inside, and they're gonna swap position once more.
Or are they?
Or are they? I was sure they were going to, but it doesn't seem like it. Apparently on the straight, the Aston Martin doesn't really do what it is supposed to. Through Lecombi holds on. Veld on the outside is pushed towards the gravel, and there was contact. I think it's within,
definitely racing incident
definitely.
territory, I think, with that one.
Yeah, but won't feel nice for him to receive a bit of a hit and then get pushed off. Also, Ben Lewis is still with this group. So he's in touch with Belasco. Veldman, what are you doing? That was a little bit rough out of no name, and Ben Lewis, we just talked about, gets that one done. 10 minutes to go. He is 2 places on track behind his silver class rival, but Belasco has finally rid himself of the fighting group that has slowed him down for most of this race. So this is going to be tough for Ben if he still wants to catch. He's going to try, though. Nothing to lose, really.
Yeah, on a point again, Dom caught a second on George, 17.6 to an 18.5. So he's going to be on the back of them in the next 2-3 laps, I reckon. So he's definitely got time to get at least P3 back.
Yeah, I want to see that fight for sure. And with the top 2, Valak has had some shaky laps, of course. We did see what happened there. He had to fight some battles, so his last lap was pretty terrible. But now, as they both set a clean lap, Bailey and Yeri, it seems they are roughly equal on pace. A 10th difference there.
10th or so, yeah. But again, Dom's in the 17s, catching a few tenths, so...
Yeah, if only he didn't do something insane in bus stop. But not the good insane, though. I'm gonna brake way too late and completely overshoot the corner insane, and then forget which way I have to put my car on the recovery. We're gonna pretend that's what happened, not that he lost the traction or anything now.
Wait, when did Nico get behind Ben? Oh yeah, yeah.
But he's gonna try and undo that now, which is why I assume you mention it. I don't think it will work though. Defensive line from the BMW should be fine, and another door-to-door moment between the two of them, and I think we're watching last lap back, but this time Nico doesn't hang it around the outside. Maybe he's learned from it, and Ben Lewis doesn't need assistance to hit the gravel there. He's completely on the back foot. Martin Miller slips through, and that's how you lose 2 positions. Speedrun.
Well, he's still second in class, so there's that, I guess.
Yes. Well, he'd have to try hard to to lose that, and well, he'd have to spin probably. Mills unfortunately does not seem to have the pace to close in on anyone. And I was kind of excited because on one lap delta, Renault and Moulton were really close together, so I hoped we would get to see that fight, but it does not seem like it.
Yeah, 2 and a bit seconds. Maybe there's still hope if they're listening.
Yeah, unfortunately they set pretty comparable lap times. I think Moulton is slightly faster, but the consistency is gonna be the problem here. Also, if you only move a few tenths a lap on Spa, that means you know, not a lot because it's a very long track. There should be a drinking game, like every time it's Spa that I mention that it is a long track, or maybe when it's Hungaroring that I mention that battles are drawn out there. That should be a thing.
Sure, we can go back on the VOD. Have that game. All my people just.
Yeah. Next season, every time George refuses to pronounce the name of an Eastern European driver.
Well, it depends if he's even commentating. It looks like he wants to make a return.
Oh well.
To racing, but who knows?
Well. That is unfortunate because I don't know if I'm free on Mondays. But
oh no.
Oh well. Well, I mean, he's locked up in the SimGrid basement. Maybe we can transfer him to the 2S basement.
I think Ben Luz has a run on Martin Muller on the Kemmel straight. He doesn't defend the inside for some reason.
Yeah,
Does
I mean,
Ben send it? No, he doesn't.
Those gays. Yeah, okay, Timo.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, Timo. Wow. Wow. This is gonna be a Welsh Toast clip, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
These guys have played musical chairs, I think is the name, for the last 20 minutes. I've completely lost track of who is where and who's fighting who and everything. I just know Velasco is kinda checked out, and that's about it. So,
Well, Dom has caught another 7 tenths on George in the last lap. So, yeah, definitely he's going to have time to get P3. Not sure if he can get past George because he's quite the competitor when it comes to defending is George, but we'll see.
And now we will be able to see something else, which is the spectacular straight line speed of the Porsche 911 with Jiri Valek in the slipstream of Bailey Thompson, gaining negative time, I imagine. But the brakes are really good, so maybe he can send it into bus stop.
He's gotta send it.
Oh, this is gonna be a Daniel Cofield commentary moment. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
Okay, we're waiting for they come with that. Yeah. You are what?
We are British after all.
I'll push.
Or should I say British?
British. You should definitely say that. I'm just getting anxious every time watching the Porsche approach another car in the braking zone with that proximity, because the brakes are so good. It's very tempting to brake late, but you really have to make sure you don't rear end someone. Especially because it's Bailey, and we don't want him to lose another race win with a crash, but losing a race win with getting overtaken would be spectacular. So maybe that can be exciting. Let's see what Valek does into Lecom. And is it time for the installment of Send It? No, it isn't, because Bailey defends the inside, which is lame.
Well, all Bailey has to do is defend the inside and then not brake on the apex. It's just a theory.
On the apex, and past the apex. That took a while for me to realize. I was like, why would he brake on the apex? That's ridiculous. No one would do that. I mean, overtaking someone off track and getting a steward penalty afterwards would be hard to do at this point. So,
when did Marius get past Chris?
I'm sure Chris did the funny.
Yeah,
but I didn't see it. Now we come to the part of the racetrack where the Porsche gets blue-balled in every corner because he's so much faster, but he can't do anything because it's not overtaking spot. Oh my god. I think bus stop might even be the better chance. I don't know. It feels like it. I don't have a rationale for it. It's just from observing, I get the impression. Maybe because Bailey is more scared to defend the inside there. And somehow, all of that fighting between them has bunched the top 4 up again. I think we're getting 2 more laps. Should be close, but nah, across the line we've got 15 spare seconds. So I think we have 2 more laps of this. And now the top 4 are all there again. It is George who's caught up in the BMW, and behind him it's Illinger, who's been setting fastest laps for a while now. And so somehow this is going to come to a spicy end. Can Bailey Thompson finally win a race this season? He's sort of robbed himself twice now. And will he do it a 3rd time, or can he bring it home? I should have checked. He hasn't won Watkins, has he?
No. Dom won that.
Ah, true. Oh yeah, he dominated, didn't he? That was like massive gap.
Yeah.
Now
Well.
into the comp. Can the Porsche do something? That is a rhetorical question. Unless, well, Bailey puts the answer pretty early there. But he feels safe, and now we see that that is fine. He does not lose a position. I think Dom might have made a slight mistake because he's not really close to George anymore.
He has.
And Veldman...
Wait, Dom's lifting.
Oh,
He
is
may
he
be low on fuel. Oh my god, imagine. Yeah, he's short shifting.
Nice! Well, he's gonna have to hope the others execute Order 66 or something.
He might even lose more positions because he's going so slowly.
Oh, he messed up on... Oh, did he mess up on the calculations because we crossed the lines 15 seconds earlier than he thought of or something?
No, I wouldn't think so. I think... Wait.
Well,
I can't remember how many laps there was going to be. I think there was 13.
Well, this is lap 13. There will be another one after this, so...
Oh.
And that's not the that's not the first time that's happened to him. I'm pretty sure he's done that before. But it's fine. I mean, can you imagine this would be the actual title decider that happens?
Yeah, you see, kids, this is why you always put that extra few litres in.
Yeah. Yeah, but now Valek, second to last time he's gonna head into a bus stop. Does he send it? We are on board with him. Bailey defends the inside. Valek is gonna try to go the long way. And with those Porsche brakes, he's really making them work. And the agility of it brings him alongside onto the apex of the second part of bus stop. He does not leave. Oh my god, don't pit maneuver him. He didn't really let Bailey back onto the track there. But somehow they both stay alive. Now Valek has got the position. George is lurking behind. He's braking really late. And Bailey is gonna try to get the cut back. But unfortunately, Valek, no, he's not blocking the apex. Bailey just gets it done. And that is bad news. I don't think Valek can get that back on the camel straight, and maybe George is even going to bring himself into this. This has somehow turned into a really exciting race with the top 3 as oh my god, George goes really close to Valek there. Valek completely cuts. What is going on? No one's paying attention to the track limits anymore.
Oh no, the
Valek carries so much space. And there's lag and everything, but I think Bailey's got this because the Porsche pulled out of the slipstream. Maybe around the outside. Oh, they hit again, and now George. I think George has finally. Oh, what is he doing? George thought Valek was going to rejoin the track there and just misses the apex by 3 meters. I think at this time it is likely that everyone will get penalties. Well, I haven't seen anything, but that is what I would think if I'm George, because probably more likely for the others to somehow kill each other than to get out of this alive. Or is he... Wait, why is he so slow?
He's saving fuel.
Is he running out of fuel? No. Amazing.
God's sake.
Yeah.
What an anticlimactic end.
If you were ever the smug kid in class asking, oh, why do I need maths? This is why. This is... this is the reason. You run out of fuel if you don't. And now everyone is going to pay the price for that. Or at least George and Dom might. Asselin could get a podium, potentially. We've got yellow flags. That is the 87. Who's that? That is Ben Lose, who somehow spun. He's facing the wrong way, so that's the way to end the season. Silver class champion at last, but one last attempt for Yuri Valek to claim the race win into bus stop. It was funny last time, but he has no other chance than this. He is still tucked in. Bailey is gonna hack the inside, certainly, and I'm sure he will not break past the apex this time. And it looks like he's gonna be fine. Now, please hit the accelerator. Oh my god, he's done it. He has done it. Bailey tops the wins the season finale. After all, he gets a race win. Before the stewards have anything to say about it. And Yuri Valik is second.
How is Dom third? No, Dom.
George is dead! Oh no, they crashed! They found the sun! What is going What on earth?
Oh my word.
How has Matt got the podium?
Velasquez run out of fuel. For God's sake, guys. Oh my god.
We're watching a replay of that. So George has completely run out, and then into bust up. Azalin gets spun by Dom and Nico
wait, who just disconnected at the last corner? Please don't tell me that was Jack. No, it wasn't. Oh, thank God. Oh my god. Someone disconnected past the last corner. Yeah, so we currently have Velasquez, who is stationary about 100 meters from the line.
Has he run out of fuel?
Because he's run out of fuel. And he's being pushed by Molten.
Oh god! No!
Yes!
This has been one of the races of all time. My god.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Can't breathe, man.
We've done it, boys! And our only retirement is Vito. Of course.
And after all of that, Mills finishes P12 when he's been P16 the entire race.
And that, kids, is because he was able to do maths. That's the power right there. So. Oh god. Oh no. That was something. That was certainly something. So
I don't think I've ever witnessed that in my life again.
Ooh. So
Breathe. We can breathe now.
Okay, so Dominic Illigner wins a Mickey Mouse Championship here at Spa. Puts himself into the 2S ACCS 3 books ahead of his teammate Nico Veldman. I have no idea when next season is gonna be and what it is gonna bring, but I hope it's more serious than this. Though this was very entertaining, I'll give it that. So, I think that rounds it out. Thanks for joining me in the comms.
It's alright.
And good luck finding a car that does not need 8 traction control next season.
Yes.
I wish
definitely.
you the very best, and
Thank you.
see you then, everyone. Goodbye.